dressed like an angel in white on the way. Can you be like a drone, straight from a song that I've known all along? Can you take the islands, just pulling apart the waves as I fall into your arms, tearing up roses as daylight approaches, just hoping to be what you want. Hold me up with your bare hands, like some pillar of God, on this road that you wander, burning like some bottle rocket. Let me fight for your honor, raise a wall for your truth, build it up like a fortress, wave the flag when I come home to you. Will you wait by yourself, dressed like an angel in white on the way? And you'll be like a drone, straight from a song that I've known all along. Can you take the islands, just pulling apart the waves as I fall into your arms, tearing up roses and daylight approaches, just hoping to be what you want. Can't leave it unsaid now with you right in front of me. Will you wait by yourself? 'Cause I want you and nobody else. And you'll be like a drone from a song that I've known all along. We will take the islands, just pulling apart the waves as I fall into your arms. I'm just pulling up roses as daylight approaches, just hoping to be what you want.
Everybody here means such a great deal to us and to the Shields family and to Bronson and Tori. I know I'm going to put them on the spot, and they're probably not going to like me for it, but would the bunkers please just raise your hands? I just want to thank you for giving Bronson the opportunity to stay on his mission and complete his mission despite some really serious medical issues. So thank you. We love you very much, and we're glad that you're here. Thank you. Perfect. So I'm going to turn a few moments over to, however much time you need, Tony. I'll turn the mic over to you. All right, Tony Shields.
Thanks, Kirby. Yeah, thank you. That was really well done. That was a nice video. So I'm thrilled that they made it. That was close. Happy, anyway, won't go on with the whole future baby thing. although Grandpa Shields is anxious. Lizzie and I just love them to death. They're awesome. It's been wonderful getting to know Bronson and their family. And it was interesting, too, in the ceiling room, the officiator was referring to the happy couple by their first names. And as soon as they referred to Bronson, I'm like, as a witness, I tried to look at Stacy, but she was focused. I'm like, I think we better stop because he said the wrong name. He said James, and I knew that his name is James because it's a family name, but I'm like, what? He just said the wrong name, right? So we'll freak out, but yeah, that's all right. Anyway, so yeah, it was a wonderful, wonderful ceremony, and it went really well. So that's good. For those who, there's a lot that don't know my family anyway, or our family. From my side, we have a lot of Italian blood. Missy? And Italians are very emotional people. And on that Italian note, I'll just say to Bronson, welcome to the family. That's the best I can do. I don't know. I don't know. Just a quick thought. Tori, very independent. Bronson's handling it very well. I knew Tori was going to be very independent when she was about 1 year old. And the details are sketchy. I don't remember well. I mean, yeah, lucky I got pants on. I sometimes forget. But when Tori was about 1 year old-ish, still in diapers, which she hated, and she hated having dirty diapers even a little bit, unlike her older brother, who would walk around for hours. Good grief, Charlie Brown. Just a little bit, she had to get changed. So one day, she's crying, and I knew that she wanted to get changed, so I picked her up and grabbed a clean diaper and took her to the changing area, and complained to Liz a little bit about having to change another diaper, which after 2 kids, I think it was my first, but still, just kidding. And so as I was about to, Tori said her first words, surprisingly grabbed the diaper from me and said, I got it. And just changed her diaper and just did it. It was awesome. Fantastic. When Tori was about 13, 14-ish, I believe, anyway, somewhere in there, she turned to Lizzie and I one night and said, hey, do you guys want to come to Young Women's with me tonight? Sure, if you want us to. Is there something special going on? Oh, they're doing a little award thing for some of the girls. Oh, cool. Are you getting anything? Yeah, I'm getting my Young Women's medallion. What? Liz, did you know? And she went out and got it all on her own, and then she did it again. Liz blessed each of our kids, yes, boys, a blessing, with learning to play the piano. The girls took to it a little better than the boys, but they still did it because they don't like pain on their booty. And at one point, Tor said, I think I'm going to take up the violin. And so she kind of looked into it, studied it, and did it for a handful of years and was awesome. The first couple months, went through some earplugs there, I'll tell you that. But and just ran with it. It was fantastic. She kind of filled out her college papers by herself and got accepted and went there, and which, of course, that's where we met Bronson for the first time, moving her into her apartment. He was sitting on the couch with another girl. He actually broke the trend because the other girl was a roommate, and once you've dated the roommate, you can never date another roommate. I've tried. It didn't work well. But, man, Bronson, you broke the trend, my boy. And then Tori, and so they dated for a little bit there, and then Tori filled out her paperwork for a mission, and Bronson went back to Germany, and Tori went to Brazil. And before she left, she said, Dad, I think I like him. And Tor's never been big on boyfriends. Thank you. And so I knew it was serious. And oh, bless Bronson's heart, he went through the daddy gauntlet with me. Oh, you had to do it, son. It had to be done. But he not only survived it, but just with a smile on his face. Bless his heart. All of the Tori was in dance for a while, and all of the dance girls loved to come over, but the boys were a little afraid of Dad, which I was okay with. And then when they got home, we had, as you saw in the video, we had the sweet opportunity to be at the airport when Bronson came home, and it was real nice. And big thanks to Kirby and Stacy for inviting us and letting us be there. It was real nice. And then, of course, they got engaged, and here we are today, and it was wonderful. And as Tori, and it's same for Katie, but I don't know, it's the blood. I don't know. As Tori was growing up, as a dad, I kind of made a mental list in my mind of all these traits of what I wanted her husband to have. And like a good Mormon dad, I, had he had to be Mormon, or, the full name of the church, and go to the temple, and a good priesthood provider and holder and all that. And when they got engaged, there was one trait that jumped to the front and was light years ahead, and it was nice. I just want him to be nice. And as you all know, boy howdy, one of the nicest young men I've ever been around. So, yes, thank you, Kirby and Stacy, for raising him, and what a wonderful job. And so I guess raise your glass to Bronson and Tori. Hope they have a wonderful life, and we're thrilled to be part of their family and have them part of ours. And we look forward to seeing their lives unfold now and through the eternities too. Tori and Bronson.
For those of you who don't know the Sommerfeld family, we don't have in-laws, we don't have step, we just have family. And we welcome you to it. And we are so honored, Liz and Tony, to be a part of your family. It's a great thing. Tori, we love you to death. We love Bronson too. But we have told him that if he screws this up, you stay, and he goes. So, you know what? I was just, throughout dinner, I guess maybe I am a little nervous. And for those of you who do know me, I'm not afraid of crowds. But usually, kind of the way I deflect, maybe being nervous or an uncomfortable situation, is by being a smart ass. And I think what has me nervous tonight is I really don't have anything. I'm going to surprise everybody. I'm not going to be a smartass. Sorry to disappoint you. No, today has been a beautiful day, and I guess as my two beautiful daughters got married, it was very emotional for me too, but we were so freaking busy on the wedding day, I don't know that I had time to really sit and ponder. But I spent a moment or two in Bronson's room today, and it's different with a boy. I just hadn't thought of it before. When you have daughters go run off with some dude, it's a different experience. At least it has been for this dad. We're fortunate that those dudes that they've run off with are wonderful, wonderful men, and we're happy to have them as part of our family too. So I guess it just hit me today when I was in Bronson's room. He left kind of early. I don't know what the hell you were doing earlier this morning, but never mind. I was going to say something about prenuptials, but I won't go there. But as I thought about it, my mind went back to Bronson when he left to go to kindergarten. And that was a pretty traumatic day for him. And his comment was to his mother, and he's always been a mama's boy, which I love. His comment to his mom was, I just want to stay home and take care of you. So Bronson, I just want you to know I got that. I'll take care of mama. You take care of your sweetheart. I am so happy for you, and I want to congratulate you both. I am sorry I'm so weepy, for crying out loud. Thanks, Tony, for getting that started. And I'm not Italian, I guess. I mean, maybe a little bit, I don't know. I had a couple other quick thoughts I want to share with you, and then we want to open it up for the mamas to come up, and the best man and the bridesmaid. Part of my going through my emotions today was also another memory, and I think I've only spoken about this once publicly, but just about a year after Ashley was born, Stacy was in for just kind of a routine check with the doctor, and he found a cyst, an ovarian cyst that was at that particular time the size of a grapefruit. And we went back to meet with him and verify that was actually there. And he was talking to us and said, well, we need to go in and we need to remove it fairly quickly because the fallopian tubes are intertwined and this could really do some damage. And as he was talking about this, we had a game plan, and it was serious enough to where the surgery was like the next day. And he just let me know, he said, Kirby, here's what I'm going to do. This could really affect you and Stacy because she may not be able to have children again if I'm not able to remove that cyst properly. But I will break scrub, I will come out and I will talk to you and I will give you the choice of what you want to do. So we gave my sweetheart a blessing and we went to the hospital the next day. And I think I was in the waiting room for all of maybe 15 or 20 minutes after they wheeled my sweetheart back. And the doctor came into the room and I was crushed. I just thought, oh, we have two beautiful girls, but I think that's going to be it for our family. And I got emotional. And Dr. Beach he said, hey, I've got some good news. But he was a little flabbergasted. And I said, good news, you couldn't have possibly been in there long enough to do anything. And he said, there's nothing to remove. And I had just seen that cyst on the ultrasound. Shortly thereafter, and I don't know which mile marker it was, Bronson, but shortly thereafter, Bronson was conceived. And if you want to ask him about the mile marker story, I'll let him tell you. But that was a great blessing to us. Part of the blessing to us was the fact that even though there are five boys in my family that carry the Sommerfeld name, it was kind of left up to me to have that name move forward. And so being able to have a son has been wonderful, and I love my daughters as well. I love them all equally, but I'm so grateful that Heavenly Father answered our prayers. My toast to you, Bronson and Tori, really comes from Grandpa Sommerfeld, if you don't mind. I felt his presence today, pretty close. And I will tell you what he would say, and that is, if you two will put each other in front of yourselves, everything will be terrific. Life's going to throw curves, and it's going to be bumpy and scary and sometimes downright intolerable. But if you guys will just serve each other's needs before your own, none of that will matter, and you'll have a beautiful life. One last little plug. I saw how cute you guys are as babies, and I'd love to have some little Bronsons and some little Tories running around. So raise a glass. Tori, raise a glass and please wish the best to Bronson and Tori with me. Thank you. Dilly dilly, that's great. Okay, so I would actually like to invite Liz and Stacy up. Liz, if you'd like to step up first, and then sweetheart, if you'd like to come up, you're more than welcome. And then we will turn the mic over to Dylan, who is the best man, and Maddie, who is the bridesmaid.
All right. Tori, she truly has been a dream daughter from the very beginning, and always eager to keep up with Michael, always pretty competitive in getting things done before he did, and feisty at the same time. So perfect daughter and feisty. Totally got kicked out of the gym daycare, could not come back. And an amazing big sister to Jake and Katie as well. Super, super great at keeping them quiet and being so loving. And then when we looked around in the back seat of the car, it was because she was smothering Jake to keep him quiet. So super duper adorable. Tori is, like Tony said, super independent, but also super daddy's girl, and just a super strong, beautiful connection between Tori and Tony. And Tony and I are celebrating 25 years married on the 25th. So just a shout out to what an amazing husband and father we have been blessed to have in our home. Tori was super brave to try out for dance company. I remember that being a big stress, but made some amazing friends and has some amazing family and friends here. So thank you for all the love and for the wonderful woman she is. I know is a reflection on all of you who have treated her so well and helped her along her path, which has been, in my opinion, a beautiful path. When I was expecting Tori, my sister Cindy was on her mission, and I had two names I was trying to choose between. We'll say we, but we all know it was me. And it was Rachel. At the time, Friends was super popular, which it still is. And Victoria. And I messaged, I wrote a letter on paper to my sister. And somewhere in the 9 months, she wrote me back. And she said, well, I like Victoria. Victoria comes from a scripture, Victoria Christo, and she has had that path of victory through Christ. And so blessed with her and that she was able to serve a mission. I don't think, you just barely turned 21, so if you had been back in the day, I don't know if you would have had that experience. So I'm grateful that you had that experience. And we are so super in love with Bronson. Just couldn't love him more. Like Tony said, just couldn't have found a better person. So whenever people have asked me, are you nervous? Are you worried about Tori getting married? No. First of all, she's so independent. We knew she would make a right choice. There was no question. And then once we met Bronson, even more so, it was just meant to be. And so in love with all of the Sommerfelds. Wonderful family, and just super happy for Tori to have you and for all of us. It has been said that when a child finds true love, parents find true happiness. So here is to Tori and Bronson. May love and happiness be yours and ours throughout your lives and into eternity. Cheers to Tori and Bronson.
Wow, she came prepared. I figured I would just be crying through the whole thing. So, ever since Bronson received his baby blessing, I still remember how beautiful it was and the powerful words that were said. And that he would always admire and respect womanhood and his mom. And he has. Like Kirby said, him going off to kindergarten, that was a struggle. Actually, we never made it through nursery, ever. He held onto my leg everywhere we went. He had to sit next to me all the time, and he'd sit there and rub my ear. And it was the sweetest thing. And he'd rub my ear and my hair, and he was always just touching me, and he was just such an affectionate child. And he's still very affectionate, just with another girl. Yeah. So we did make it. Anyways, but Bronson's always been just an amazing son, and I am so proud of him and for the man that he has become. He has gone through a lot of struggles. His mission was really difficult, and he has me to blame for that. My wonderful genes and our genetics and our bodies, but he rises above everything. And I know that he's going to make a wonderful husband, a wonderful dad, a wonderful son-in-law, wonderful brother, and friend to everybody. And I'm so proud of him, and I'm so grateful for who he is. I love you. Tori. Gotta say that first couple of months of them dating, we didn't get to see Bronson like ever. And we didn't get to see Tori either. And I felt kind of gypped. Actually, I think we all felt kind of gypped. Yeah. Because we knew that Bronson was going to be going out on his mission again, and we didn't get to see him. But we really wanted to meet Tori and get to know her. So right after he left on his mission, we went to dinner, the family, with Tori, to a Brazilian restaurant to celebrate her going to Brazil, where Kirby served on his mission as well. And I got to say, we fell in love with her instantly. She was just a perfect addition to our family. She was just an instant sister to the girls, and then I chewed Bronson out for hogging her that entire time. And I said, don't ever hold back on us again, because that's just not right. Because we love her, and we love her family, and it's just been, you couldn't ask for a better daughter to join our family and a better family. And we've had a lot of fun, and just, we love each one of them. So in that, I'm proud of both of you. I'm so glad that you guys live a lot closer to us. Sorry, Shields. We hope to see you a lot, and to a wonderful future with you guys together, and I'm proud of you and love you both. Here, cheers, Billy Billy.
I know, it's kind of funny to watch a lot of people who don't know a lot about drinking do toasts. It's like we're really very clumsy and awkward at it. But so it is the maid of honor. I'm sorry, I'm feeling a little like Ricky Gervais right now. Nobody's ever going to ask me to do this again. So, but we'd like to invite the maid of honor to come up if she has a toast. There's no pressure.
There's pressure. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, there's a little bit of pressure, but first I just want to say on behalf of Tori, thank you for the Summerfields for having us here tonight. It's really good. Thank you. I really didn't think we were going to do this, and so earlier today I was thinking, oh, I'm so glad I don't have to do the toast, and now I kind of wish I had prepared. But as we were in the ceiling room today, I was sitting obviously next to my family, and I was talking to my parents after and how we felt like Grandpa Spence was there. So just wanted to throw that out. Sorry. Victoria Lee Shields, you are one of the kindest people I know, and I feel like your older sister, and I feel like I look up to you a lot, and I look up to you as an example, as a Christ-like person and dancer, and just an all-around. I just look up to you, and I know you're younger than me, but I remember when we were growing up that we talked about this day so much, and we talked about how we would marry brothers, and so I don't know how that's gonna work, but I'm just so happy that you're happy, Tor, and you totally you deserve happiness, and I see that with Bronson. And Bronson, the first time I met you was at Tori's mission call opening, and you helped bring in the map, and I was like, oh, he's got really strong arms. That's good. We'll take it. So that was literally all I knew about you. And then I came home, and Tori's like, oh yeah, I'm getting married. So Bronson, thank you for taking care of my little sister. I love her so much, and you make her happy, and welcome to our family, and cheers to that. I don't know, I'm not a drinker, so I don't know how to say it.
Thank you, Maddie.
Well, when Bronson asked me if I'd give a toast, I had so many thoughts run through my head, so many different experiences. But a little bit to, I guess, explain a little bit. I was one of Bronson's companions on the mission. And just as a little background, at the start of my mission, I was a very shy, nervous kind of guy. And I remember when our mission president, President Brown, called me and told me that I would be going to be with Elder Summerfield at the time, Bronson. And all I knew about Bronson was that everybody says he was super hardworking, that he's really motivated, he's really bold, and he's very quick pace. And I was so nervous. I was literally so scared. I never told him this. I was so scared to meet him. And I thought I would meet him in Vienna. Turns out we met in Munich a little bit earlier, and I remember seeing him, but acting like I didn't see him, so he would come up to me first because I was shy and scared. And then he came and saw me and immediately walked straight up towards me. I'm not Italian, but say it's in the room. Bronson walks straight up to me and says, "There's my new best friend." And that meant so much to me. That he didn't even know me. He may have heard something about me, I don't know, but I didn't know that we would be best friends. And I was so happy. All my thoughts and fears were gone, and I was ready to, start a new day with a new best friend. Ever since that moment, one word that I would use to describe Bronson is powerful. That's the word. He's powerful in everything he does. Just like it was said earlier, the kindness that Bronson has to every single person. I remember countless times we were talking on a train or walking around outside, and he would just see somebody and be like, "Hey, what's up?" And he just like started talking to him, and he's immediately best friends with these people. And they absolutely loved him. They loved his charisma. They loved everything about him. And I thought that was so cool, how he can get people to like him so quickly. Also saw how powerful his testimony was, being on a mission with him. That it really meant so much to you. To be there, to struggle through all of your physical limitations that you did have. But to remain so positive and hopeful throughout the whole entire time. Never once did I hear Bronson saying, "Oh, woe is me because I have this." All I did was say, "Hey, I have this, but I'm going to make it. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to push through." Man, there's so many thoughts running through my head right now. I'm just so grateful for the example you've been, and you are. Sadly, I don't know Tori very well, but I have heard much about her. Couldn't stop talking about her, so you have that. But I look forward to meeting you and getting to know you. But I'd like to say thank you so much, Bronson. You'll never know how much that day that we met changed my life. The different person I am because of you and your influence on me. So I'd like to say cheers to Bronson and Tori, and congratulations.
All right. Thank you, Maddie, Dylan, Liz, Stacy, and Tony. And thank you all for being here. Dang it, now I kind of wish we were a town because we'd have a big dance. But I guess here's the good news. Most people, when they get married, they've got like one day of celebration. Bronson and Tori are so awesome. We get to stretch it over 2 days. So even though you're here tonight, we hope we're going to see you tomorrow for the reception. I think it'll be a lot of fun, but we really appreciate you taking the time to be here with us. We love you dearly. You mean the world to us. I think, do we have to like clear out at a certain time, sweetheart? Or are we good? Okay. So feel free to stay and to mingle. Feel free to go if you need to go. That's fine as well. I think that there's still some dessert. Listen, everything's paid for. So like, okay, Grandma, today's not about you, but I'm going to just, whenever I've gone to a buffet with my mom, she takes like the largest purse she has, and it's pretty empty. But by the time we go home from the buffet, she's got a few things wrapped up in paper towels or napkins. So feel free to pull a Beverly. Take whatever you can. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. Actually, that's against policy. Sorry, Grandma. Okay, we're checking handbags at the door. Just so you know. All right, guys, thank you so very much. Let's have one more final round of applause for Bronson and for Tori.
From the first time I set my eyes on you, I didn't know from the start. I didn't know how you turned my life around, or how in love I'd be with who you are. But you showed me what it means to be loved. The way you touched me, hold me quietly. You're everything I am not. And when I have you in my arms, I feel undone. So in a long way, I've come to say I love you. Every day I open my eyes next to you is a day I'm grateful for, because this thunderstorm of who I am, well, needs a strong woman, and that's who you are. So we'll start today and build our world together. The way we love is the way we will stand. And I know, yes I know, I will last the stormy weather. Just as long as I got you. Touch me, hold me quietly. You're everything I am not. It's when I have you in my arms I feel undone. So in a long way I've come to say that you showed me what it means to be loved. The way you touch me, hold me quietly. You're everything I am not. When I have you in my arms I feel undone. So in a long way I've come to say I love you. It's in a long way I've come to say I love you. It's in a long way I've come to say I love you.
You say there's so much you don't know. You need to go and find yourself. You say you'd rather be alone, 'cause you think you won't find it tied to someone else. Who said it's true that the growing only happens on your own? They don't know me and you. I don't think you have to leap if to change is what you need. You can change right next to me. When you're high, I'll take the lows. You can ebb and I can flow, and we'll take it slow and grow as we go. Grow as we go. You won't be the only one. I am unfinished, I've got so much left to learn. I don't know how this river runs, but I'd like the company through every twist and turn. Who said it's true that the growing only happens on your own? They don't know me and you. You don't ever have to leap if to change is what you need. You can change right next to me. When you're high, I'll take the lows. You can ebb and I can flow, and we'll take it slow and grow as we go. Grow as we go. Grow as we go. Grow as we go. I don't know who we'll become. I can't promise, it's not written in the stars, but I believe that when it's done, we're gonna see that it was better that we grew up together. Tell me you don't wanna leave, 'cause if change is what you need, you can change right next to me. When you're high, I'll take the lows. You can ebb and I can flow. We'll take it slow and grow as we go. Grow as we go. Grow as we go. Grow as we go.
Know a girl, she puts the color inside of my world. But she's just like a maze, where all of the walls are continually change. And I've done all I can to stand on the steps with my heart in my hand. Now I'm starting to see, maybe it's got nothing to do with me. Fathers, be good to your daughters. Daughters will love like you do. Girls become lovers who turn into mothers. So mothers, be good to your daughters too. Oh, you see that skin? It's the same she's been standing in since the day she saw him walking away. Now she's left cleaning up the mess he made. So fathers, be good to your daughters. Daughters will love like you do. Girls become lovers who turn into mothers. So mothers, be good to your daughters too. Boys, you can break. You find out how much they can take. Boys will be strong, and boys soldier on. But boys would be gone without one for a woman's good heart.
Here's to you, you were pink or blue, and everything I wanted. Here's to you, never sleeping through, from midnight till the morning. Had to crawl before you walked, before you ran, before I knew it. You were trying to free your fingers from my hand, 'cause you could do it on your own now. Somehow, slow down, won't you stay here a minute more? I know you wanna walk through the door, but it's all too fast. Let's make it last a little while. I pointed to the sky, and now you wanna fly. I am your biggest fan, I hope you know I am. But do you think you can somehow slow down? Here's to you, every missing tooth, every bedtime story. Here's to Barbie cars, lightsaber wars, sleeping in on Sunday. Had to crawl before you walked, before you ran, before I knew it. You were teaching me the only thing love can. Hold hands through it when it's scary. You've got me. Let's slow down. Won't you stay here a minute more? I know you wanna walk through the door, but it's all too fast. Let's make it last a little while. I pointed to the sky, and now you wanna fly. I am your biggest fan. I hope you know I am. But do you think you can somehow slow down? Please don't roll your eyes at me. I know I'm embarrassing, but someday you'll understand. You'll hold a little hand, ask them if they can.
Just like birds of a feather, I won't tell no lie. All of the people around us, they say, can they be that close? Just let me stay for the